All right, welcome back to another trade recap. Today is Thursday, March 12th. Okay, we have had a break-even week up until today. So the past 3 trading days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we had maybe like 1 win, 1 loss, and the rest were break-evens. We finally got a winning trade today, up a little over 2R on the day. Let's jump into it. Okay, so we ended up taking 3 trades today. And guys, price action was not great today. And my bias was totally wrong. So the fact that we're even up at all today is pretty remarkable, in my opinion. So coming into the market, obviously we were respecting bearish PD arrays. Okay, we were rejecting this 1 hour bearish gap. Obviously, market structure is looking bearish, right? Lower lows and lower highs. Now, even though we were displacing down during market open, we were holding this 1 hour bullish gap, and we were still delivering from this 4 hour, okay, on a higher time frame. At the time, we were still holding this 4 hour gap. So I was looking for longs, guys. I was actually looking for like a manipulation move during market open, and then look for longs back up to these relative equal highs here that we had. Now, you could debate whether or not these were true relative equal highs, because price actually did take this out. But for some reason, I don't really understand my thought process. Like I said, I had the completely wrong bias heading into the charts this morning. I was looking for longs. I guess for some reason, I just thought that we would go up, which is pretty retarded. But it is what it is, okay? We still ended the day green. So let's jump into the first trade that we ended up taking, which I believe was on the 3-minute. Was it on the 3-minute? I believe it was on the 3-minute. Okay, yeah. So we did have draws and liquidity higher. Okay, I remember now. We did have these draws and liquidity higher that I was looking for price to tap into. Okay, we swept this low. We swept London low here. And I was looking for longs back up to these highs, okay? We saw a really clean inversion here. I believe we took it on like a 2-minute, maybe like a 3-minute. No, 2-minute. We took this on the 2-minute time frame, okay? So first trade of the day was a long position. We took it after the 2-minute inversed. Now, why did I take this long position, okay? Few reasons. Number one, clear draws and liquidity higher. We had swept external lows, and we saw a V-shape inverse with momentum. Very strong V-shape right during that 10 a.m. reversal. This was like textbook 10 a.m. reversal. That and ES was also at a key level, I believe. What was ES doing at this time? Okay, ES was also delivering from a 4 hour, was it? Yeah, ES was delivering from a 4 hour at the time too. Like it was tapping into a 4 hour. So this was like a banger trade. You know what I mean? Like this was just an absolute banger trade. We did still have an untapped 4 hour lower on NQ, but I thought price was going to run up. Like after seeing this and all this liquidity above, like I assumed that we were going to run up. Okay. So enter the trade on the 2-minute time frame, and then price kind of accumulated, right? I do not like this. When I'm entering off of inversions, I need to see displacement up quick, right? I had a very clear break-even target, but we did not displace up. We just decided to chop around. Now, most of the time when we decide to chop around, motherfucking fly, we usually end up failing this inverse and we go lower, okay? So after around the 3rd or 4th candle, I was like, you know what, guys? This does not look good. If we get back to break even, I'm going to close the trade. So ended up closing this one at break even. Spidey senses kind of kicked in there. So break even trade on the first trade. Now, I still had a bullish bias, okay? Why did I still have a bullish bias? Well, we had tons of draws and liquidity higher, right? We had we literally formed this perfect relative equal high that we have still not tagged. So I guarantee you we are going to come to this high here at some point today. Okay, we saw another manipulation leg, right? Another sweep of liquidity. And at this point, guys, we were delivering from that 4 hour bullish gap. So now we've tapped into the 4 hour bullish gap. Now I'm really looking for like an A+ long setup, okay? So come down to a lower time frame here. I see we put in this really weird, it almost looks like a Newswick or like a data high right here. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting. We have a relative equal high and we have this weird looking high here. If we see some sort of reversal signal, I'm going to go long, right? And I noticed we had this pretty clear 1-minute bearish gap that we could potentially inverse. But guys, check this out on the 1-minute time frame. As we manipulated another manipulation leg, an internal sweep here on like a 30-second, 1-minute time frame, we form a new bearish fair value gap, a very small bearish fair value gap that we ended up inversing with momentum heading into the 1050 macro, okay? This was our second trade. right here on the 1 minute time frame, stop loss at the low of this candle. And this was a really good entry for a few reasons. Number one, very clear break-even target. Okay, we had a very clear break-even target on the chart right here. Boom, there's our break even. We also saw a CISD, or a change in state of delivery here. So we closed above all of these wicks, right? Forming a break of structure. And we saw that inverse fair value gap. Lots of confluences here. Enter the trade. Boom, price shoots up instantly. We get displacement. I was targeting this equal high as my final TP, but I took 2/3 off the table here at this weird looking high for around a almost 3 risk to reward ratio. Absolute banger long position right after I was lecturing you guys about patience and staying patient and waiting for a good setup to form. So that was trade number 2. That is where we got all of the profits for the day. And trade number 3 is I was still looking for a move back up to these equal highs as long as that draw on liquidity is there. So we saw yet again another manipulation leg, another sweep of internal liquidity. And we also had a 1 minute inverse here as well. Okay, 1 minute inverse, or was it 1 minute or 2 minute? I think it was a 2 minute inverse here. Yeah, right. So 2 minute bearish gap. Boom. Same sort of setup here where we had a CISD, right? A break of structure with that inverse fair value gap. Same exact setup as the first one, right? Stop loss at the low of the candle and an aggressive break even. Okay, stop loss to break even at this high. This was a break even trade, is what it is. Valid trade setup. Actually, no, we were targeting this high. So we were targeting like a 6-7 risk to reward ratio on this one. No partials on this. So this one ended up being a break-even trade. It is what it is. We ended the day in the green, all done live inside of the group. So if you guys are interested in joining the group, following all these trades live, getting access to our Manipulation X indicator, which by the way is crushing. Like this indicator, like I might just start blindly following this indicator because the signals are just too good. Like I faded like 3 indicator signals today. And like, look at this shit, man. Like, let me turn on some more signals here. I'll show you guys all the signals that I called today. Like, beautiful. Not that I would take all of these, but like there definitely were some really good trades today using the indicator. Like, look at all these continuation short, boom, continuation short, boom, reversal short, boom, A+ reversal long, boom. Like all these would have hit take profit. So if you guys want access to the indicators as well, click the first link in the description below. That's going to be it for me in this video. Subscribe to this channel for more trading content, and I will see you guys next video.